Check it out, it's your boy Bullite. Today we're gonna talk about this boy DJ Akademiks. You know, he been doing his thing on YouTube for a minute, moving and grooving, getting rich, and getting, his clout up. You know, he started with the Chirac Savages. Remember that? He talking about all the dudes killing each other, little JoJo, all them Tuka, all that other shit. He didn't know nothing about it, but he knew what he read or what he did research on, probably looked up the news articles. He didn't have a direct connection with Chirac. I got cousins down there, you feel me? But that's neither here nor there. He got paid off of that Chirac Savages and then went on to do bigger and better things, you know what I mean? But one of his things is smoke. Like, right now he calling himself Big Act. And I guess his insecurity is causing him to go big on people if they mention his name. You know, his latest victim, Megan Thee Stallion, the Tory Lanez incident, it got real ugly. So he reported that the bullets, there was no DNA. The DNA was inconclusive on the bullets, that on the fragments or whatever else, which sparked Megan Thee Stallion, got her tight. She said something, called him little boy, whatever, and he went crazy and did 2-hour special on Megan Thee Stallion, talking about her career, talking about how she's a drunk, giving intricate details about, their relationship with her best friend and how her best friend was banging Tory Lanez first, allegedly, and then Megan went and hit Tory after that when her best friend had to go away. Saying that Megan does that a lot, that's her MO, to bang all her best friends, boyfriends, or whatever else. Talking real crazy, saying that she loose as a goose, which was cool. But that energy changed, back in the day he had beef with your boy My-Son. He was up when he got the little issue with My-Son over some, he judging his raps and whatever else. My-Son ain't really here for that. So I guess they had a little, issue. I wouldn't call it beef because My-Son probably wouldn't like that because him beefing with him, that's kind of crazy. But they had words, and his energy changed, his energy excelled. But my thing is how all of a sudden he's showing his real insecurities to where if you mention him, he's going to go ballistic and clown. The money make you do crazy things. So, I know he got money now, whatever else. But the way he's going big is really showing how insecure he really is. Because to me, the boy is a bitch boy. Because certain times when certain people press him, that energy change. So now he's saying he got full security. He always mentions that. He always mentions how he has a licensed gun. Okay, whatever else. But having a gun is one thing, but being able to use it is another. You know what I mean? Keep that same energy with everybody because you're a media guy. When it comes to the black woman, don't turn up extra heavy. Try to, expose them. But then when Meek Mill was right there in your face or whatever else, the energy turned down. You're finding every excuse to be his friend instead of his enemy. If you look at all the situations with him and Meek Mill, you see how his energy changed, you know what I mean? He's trying to be really keep it on the cool with him. When they both mega superstars, they both got security, so it's not an issue. So I don't understand how this man, all of a sudden, he's Big Act, but when Meek Mill was on him, he was just a media guy, saying he's a civilian. He didn't get real crazy with it. You got to analyze this kind of stuff, and that tells how the person character is. Tell you about the person. You know what I mean? Because there was some event like 3 years ago. I met Act, when he was on the rise. I said, "What's up?" He was real humble, real cool, real timid, kind of scary. He didn't have as much money. He didn't have the security. He might not have had that licensed gun that he always bragging about. I don't know. You know what I mean? But just like the issue with that boy, Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs ain't too big in the, as far as money-wise and influence in the game. So that was when that picture's fucked up, but whatever. That's when this dude Act decided to turn up for real. He's seeking that opportunity. He got sick of all these dudes playing them left and right. He got a little money, little, YouTube presence, internet presence. Freddie Gibbs is when he decided to really turn up and try to deface the boy and like destroy the boy's character, talking about his family, who's the police or whatever else, talking about how he came up in the suburbs. He came up well off in comparison to everybody else, most people, most rappers. So that's when he decided to turn up, when the Freddie Gibbs situation went down. And now, after Megan Thee Stallion, he just did a thing about this dude, Rosenberg, this white boy, turning up. Talking about his wife getting banged out by a BBC camera guy. Real disrespectful. That's the ultimate disrespect. And, at the same time, they worked together for a second, whatever else. But when Act excelled past him, that's when that ego come into play. Now, I'm not saying Act don't have the right to defend himself, but I'm just saying the energy changed over the years. I don't know. I guess that's how some people would say that's what money do, and it is what it is. But me, I like to analyze shit and check it out and see what it really is. Because when certain people was in his face, he didn't have none of that type of big act energy at all. Now, he's declaring himself a big act now. Let's see if he keep it up, because you're going to have challenges where you're going to really have to show and prove, because you're stepping into a space where you want to be confrontational. That's what you want to move. You want to move that fighting, that aggression. I guess you probably studying whack. You know what I mean? But guess what? When that boy, that Chicago boy right there was in your face, you had no smoke, no energy for him. None at all. He told you right there in your face that he wanted to slap fire out you. How you gonna let a man tell you right there in your face he gonna slap fire out you, and you don't say nothing, you don't do nothing, you don't react? That's your natural instincts. That's really who you are. So that proves that you're not big act. You're little act. You're a little boy. So Megan Thee Stallion was right. You're a little man. That money confuses things. But, smart people keep their eyes open. Got that third eye. We see shit. You're not big act, you little act. The man right there said he slapped fire out you, and you didn't say nothing. Actually, you probably said, oh, okay, I can understand that. Oh. And whatever else. Talked about how you like this music or some shit. Like a lame, like a bitch. Okay, you got pressure for covering your biggest thing, your biggest content was a Chirac situation. You got a little pressure and you turned down on that. You switch your move, you pivot. You know what I mean? I understand that. But shit, nigga like me, I'm getting my bread. Ain't nobody telling me how to get my money and what to do. Because it's media. If you're a real media, you're a real, whatever the fuck they call it, whatever. You shouldn't worry about what the next man say. You do you, and you cover your stories the way you want to do it. Cover whatever subject you want. That's the beauty of YouTube. We could find something for everybody. But you got to check yourself, homie. Because all that energy for the females, that look kind of crazy. You got all that energy for the females and the white boys. But when the real one was in your face, told you want to slap the dog piss fire out your ass, you had no smoke. The boy said he was going to slap flames and glory out of you, out of your little fat cheeks. Pause. He wanted to slap the shit out your chipmunk's cheeks. You know what I mean? You had no smoke. So stop turning up on the females and the white boys and get to the real business when it's there in your face, sucker. You got a gun license, it's all right. But it ain't about, he said he wanted to slap you. He ain't say he wanted to shoot you. You know what I mean? So get it together, possum fat. It's your boy Butt Light. I'm out.